And good afternoon. Actually, it's getting towards the evening now, and wanted to spend a little time with you all saying goodbye to the BF 109E. I have been grinding this fighter for so long that I should probably marry it. Literally. It has all the upgrades, of course. And I will share with you that I have 70,000, 76,000 points, I believe, in this, almost 77,000 points in this aircraft. It gives you an idea of how long I have been in it, and primarily because of needed to get enough credits to purchase the aircraft and to upgrade the pilot. So don't think that I've been lazy about getting the Frederick out. It has just taken more than a bit. Let's go back to the hangar and we'll get started. This is a very good aircraft at its tier. Um, Whether it's the best is arguable. There's quite a few tier 5 fighters that I like quite a bit, but it's one of the best ones. Is it the best? Yeah, people can argue that all day long. What I like about it, it's relatively quick. It is also relatively nimble. It isn't the tightest turning. It isn't the doesn't have the most firepower, but it is a great, great mix between them. And for that reason, if no other reason, I just find that I love the aircraft. It has been one of my favorites, along with the Spitfire. I just enjoy them both immensely. Uh, the P40 would probably come in third of the tier fives that I have ground through so far. This by far has been the most pleasant um, of them. The Spitfire would come in a close second. The P40, why don't I like that as much? That really comes down to a matter that I just it's the it's a good aircraft. First off, and in the hands of a good pilot, it is a almost as good as the Spitfire and these ME 109. And between the ME 109 and the Spitfire, it would be very close. One's a little faster, one's a little more maneuverable. Really, it comes down to what you can do with it as a pilot. And at its tier, operating correctly, it's very hard to do better than the F-109. The aircraft doesn't hinder you from doing what you want. It helps you. And that's the highest praise I can give to any aircraft in World War games. Up tiered, it suffers less than you would think. Though I have seen one aircraft that just leaves me with my mouth open, and that's a VF 209 that keeps showing up, and that's a tier 8 aircraft fighting at tier 6, and I really don't get what he's doing in the matches, but he keeps showing up. But boy, is that one an impressive aircraft. One of the premium aircraft that I keep seeing is the P39. They call it an XFL or something, but that continues to do nothing but impress me. Every time I see it, just leaves me in the dirt and can outmaneuver me in most regards. Outshoot me, and I find it very hard to win against that aircraft. So if you want to get premium aircraft, I would recommend that just from the side of being in the opposition and having fought against it so many times. Alright, finally got shot down, but I did a lot of damage before I got shot down, which is pretty darn nice. Again, P-40 shot me down. Very competent aircraft when flown by a competent pilot. You don't have a whole lot to apologize for when you're flying one. The best, I think, the Spitfire and the 109 are better than the P-40, but that's opinions, and your mileage may vary according to how you fly and your own preferences. What do I like about the P-40? The all machine gun armament. You can't really overheat the guns, and that lets you stay on somebody like Grim Death, and neither the Spitfire nor the BF-109 will hang with it in a dive. It is very competent, and it's a fairly decent high altitude fighter, which in the American line at that tier is kind of unique. Most of them aren't. All of them are better than the Japanese light fighters in high altitude performance, but yeah, you're not going to get everything in every aircraft. Oh, that Blenheim was just not going to let me go, was he? Well, and I'm sorry for my poor decision making there, because you have to live with me through this, but I did want to get at least one video in on the Emile after spending this much time with the aircraft, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Needless to say, it'll be a very long time before we ever return to this aircraft. I need to continue up the line and let you all see different aircraft. I'll be purchasing the Frank here shortly, and you'll probably see that video tomorrow. Give you something to look forward to, so you'll keep coming back. If I haven't said it before, I want to thank you for watching the video from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me. Like it if you enjoy the video and the commentary. And if you're feeling so inclined, please, by all means, subscribe. I'm a new content provider, and we live on subscriptions and views. Your help is desperately needed, so I can keep making this content and keep validating to myself that I need to continue on with it. Alright, there's not a heavy fighter in the world that does not want to go head on with you, and if all else fails, he will ram you every chance he gets. Hit points than you do, and he isn't as maneuverable. You know, it's easy to get mad at a heavy fighter for ramming you, but you know, honestly, if you've ever flown one of the things, you know that it's very hard to get yourself in position for an air-to-air kill, and a lot of times you're hopelessly outclassed when somebody gets on your tail. You just got no chance to avoid, and even in head-ons, if the light aircraft wants to get away from you, he can. So, be that as it may, T's going to take an opportunity to ram, and if you're in a position, you probably would too. Alright, we're playing Rain Around the Rosie on the hill here, and I'm hoping I can get back into the game, because this is a better fighter that I'm showing. Unfortunately, it wasn't the aircraft I was doing the whirlabout with. It was the P-38 on a strafing run. One thing about this game is at certain distances, all the maneuvering in the world is not going to help you. I've caught too many aircraft in my ring sight and watched them whirl around, and they might as well not even have bothered. If they're 1,500 to 2,000 yards away, maneuvering doesn't count for much. You need to get dive away and reverse your direction and get out under his gun sights entirely. And if you're one of the boom and zoom fighters, you will want to zoom and do that. Let's go back to the hangar. We'll see what we actually accomplished, and saw that I came in number one. I didn't think I did that well, which probably speaks to why we lost and what happened to the rest of the team. And shot down 6, assisted with 5, so 11 aerial targets destroyed. And there's the points, experience, free experience, where I came in. And you can see very quickly that the guy in the zero came in number one, and that's very difficult to do. And the P36 came in right after him. Hats off to those guys. They did a good job. I want to thank M54221 for his good help and trying to save this one. Just couldn't really do it. And goodbye, Emile. Wanted to thank you guys for your time and your effort, and please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.